Nathan, first of all, let's just talk about a bit of a personal milestone for you. You've entered the top 10 of Port Vale appearance makers as someone who's been at the club, since he was a lad. That must be a big thing, mustn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for it to come up, I didn't know it was coming up, and then I got a little text from someone to say that if you play against Shrewsbury, that you're going to make the top 10, which for a young lad coming through the academy is not something you have in sight at all. It's a real proud moment for me and my family, and it's one of them things that I'll remember and probably talk about for a long time to come.
And you'll probably go up that list as well if you play every game between now and the end of the season. We're not picking the team, but if that happens, then you'd go up that list. And someone your age in the modern era of football, there's not a lot of that. Are you kind of aware of the gravity of that a little bit?
Probably a little bit naive to what sort of accomplishment it is at this minute. Like you say, hopefully manage to go up it a little bit more this season and next. But like you say, the actual gravity of it is probably not quite hit home yet, and probably will do after maybe the career's done and you sit back in your armchair and think about what you've accomplished.
Got a long time before that happened.
A long time, hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah. But in the scope of all that, though, I mean, again, not often a player is with one club for such a long time as well. Is that something that at this stage of your career now, you're kind of quite proud of, because a lot of players move around a lot these days, but you've obviously got a bit of an affinity to the football club and you wanted to stay all these years?
Yeah, I mean, to see someone staying at a football club, like you say, in the modern day game is unheard of, really. You usually bop around and change clubs, but I think that just goes to show how much I love this place, how much I think this place has come on, and how much I'm enjoying the football here. So, yeah, I think it goes to show what sort of relationship I have with this place, and like I say, long may it continue, and hopefully I'll go up that list like you just mentioned.
Has there ever been a point, I know because when you've been out of contract before, has there ever been a point where you've had a really good offer and thought to yourself, wow, I could have gone, but I've chosen to stay? Has that ever kind of happened to you? I don't want to put you on the spot, but...
There's always been little bits of interest here and there, and contract offers have been had, but like I say, the connection I have with this place and the way that they've looked after me and the way that I've seen this place grow, it's something that I wanted to be part of and always have done when them sort of talks come into place. And like I say, in the summer, that was again one of them things, and you can see the things they put into place here, that the infrastructure that's now here, it's a really good football club to be part of, and if I can continue to stay here, then I'll be very, very happy.
It's back to cup action this weekend, which has been a source of most of the better results over the last few weeks. What, in your opinion, has been the kind of difference between the league form and some of the cup results this year?
I think cup games are always a one-off, but if we could put a finger on it, we'd transfer them results into the league without the skip of a heartbeat. But like you say, it's a cup game. Anything can happen. It's one of them where you can get an exciting draw after this one. So, like I say, looking forward to it and hoping to get a positive result.
You've had a lot more pressure on the back three as a whole because of the run that you've been on as well. Your role seems to change depending on who's fit, really. Is that something you've had to learn, to be a bit more adaptable in those roles, and obviously with the captaincy as well, to kind of take a bit more responsibility in those positions when you're out of position?
I think if you ask any footballer, they're happy to be on the pitch and to be able to affect that game and that result. So to swap positions isn't something that bothers me. It's something that, like I say, if I'm on the pitch, I'm happy, I'm ready to give 100%, ready to run through that brick wall for my teammates, for the staff, and for everyone around this football club. So it's one of them where the position doesn't really matter. Just being out there and being able to affect things is what's the main thing.
You've been a bit of a constant in there as well, haven't you, because of injuries and suspensions have affected other people. Again, that places pressure on you as well. How do you feel you've come through that and dealt with all that, perhaps being the one mainstay in what's been a changeable defence at times?
I can't sit here and say that I've been happy with the way things have gone. The last 10, 11 games has been extremely disappointing for everyone that's been involved in the team for results basis. So to say that I'd been happy with the performances from myself and from the team would probably be a bit of a lie. But like I say, we're doing a lot of things right. It's just that it's coming down to fine margins that are defining results, and hopefully if we can flick the switch and get back onto the momentum we had at the start of the year, that we can continue to climb the league again.
Psychologically, how does results like that affect you? And on the flip of that, how do you kind of stay positive? How do you kind of get through it mentally as players? Because you can train all you like, but you're only human. It's got to kind of get to you in some way, I suppose.
Yeah, on a personal level, I'm a type of guy that's never too high, never too low. In the high moments, you don't want to get carried away, and in the low moments, you don't want to get too down on yourself, because it'll start to show in your performances, in your training, and it's not something that is good for you as a footballer to get carried away or to get down too low. We've had a big set of fixtures, and we're going to have that again in December. So when you have a bad result, the first thing you want is a next game short and sharp around the corner, and that's what we're getting. So we're getting them opportunities to put things right, and like I say, I think we're just a fine margin away, a couple of goals away from being a really good team.
And the manager talked about the senior players and the responsibility that they have as well in all this. You're obviously one of those now. What is the responsibility on you guys at the moment for some of the younger lads who maybe have never been in this position before and won't have been on this run of results before? So what kind of can you and the others impart to them to help them?
I think it first comes down to is making sure that everyone stays on task and don't start doubting things that we're doing, which not for 1 minute I don't think anyone is. But as an experienced player, you get looked at from the younger lads to see, is he doing anything different now? We're perhaps not on the run that we want. Is he moping about the place? And as an experienced player within the dressing room, you have to show them how you need to act and how you need to train and how you need to hold yourself in everything you do, no matter what the result is. And I don't think that's changed in our dressing room from when we were winning at the start of the season to now. Everyone's recovering right, everyone's training right, everyone's trying to better themselves in the gym, everyone's going home and doing the right things. So I think it's just a matter of time.